what?
High fidelity wraparound is it's different from a lot of different programs because we don't have degrees or anything. A lot of our team don't have degrees. We are put together based off of our own experience and issues that we've gone through in a way that we can sit down with these families and set up these goals and help them through them by supporting them and relating to them and making them feel like they have sort of an anchor, a safety net. Because I know for myself, like going through what I went through as a teenager, it would have helped to have someone who just was able to understand me and who has gone through it and has got out of it and is able to just, I don't want to say tell me what to do, because we don't tell what to do. We just sort of guide based on our own life experience and try to help sort of ease the barriers in their life and try to get them to a point where they're able to, on their own, handle everyday life struggles and get through it without it being like the end of the world.
Okay. So I know when we talked and we met with Allie, she said something about a team-based process. What does that mean?
Basically, there's the FSP, the YSP, and the facilitator, and we each have different roles. My role would be talking to the youth and helping them and being their voice. And then the FSP is the one that would talk to the parents, the guardians, whoever is basically like the guardians, yeah. And then the facilitator is the one that handles all the scheduling and the appointments. I mean, the FSP and the YSP, we can attend appointments if that's what the youth or the parents need. But the facilitator is just the one that sets it up and like works with all that and helps the family with that. And then we have a weekly team visit and we come together and we discuss everything and we figure out what's going on with the parents and what's going on with the youth and what we can each do to make the lives of these people easier.
So I know something that Allie asked me was if I wanted CYS and I wanted my mobile therapist involved. Mm-hmm. Why do I need them involved?
Well, we work with the system partners, and it's important that they're involved because they are important, like, right now, for whatever reason they're in your life for a reason. And it is our job to work with them and to work with you guys and not only be your voice sometimes with them, but just help you understand why they're needed and why they're here. And their role is just as important because they're doing a job. They're here for a reason, and it's important that everyone involved is doing what they have to do in order for you to get to a safe place where you can go out on your own and you don't need these people anymore.
I would definitely like to not have them anymore, but to me it sounds like what we're going to do is just have them pretty much have you guys tell me what to do. Is that how it's going to be?
No, we do not tell you what to do at all. We listen to you, and it's anything that you do not feel comfortable with is fine and acceptable. Unless it's with other agencies, we do not control them. If you have to do something with them, that is not on us because that's not our place. We are just here to help you. In an instance, if something were to happen and one of these agencies needed you to do something that you didn't feel comfortable with, but you had to do it, then we would be the ones there supporting you and helping you get through that so it's not as stressful or anxiety driven. We are just a support system. That is our job.
So something else Allie talked about was, meetings. Something about meeting with everybody monthly.
Yes.
What is that?
It's just so everyone, because we have a plan with that's our goal. We have different goals, and you and your parents pick which goals you're working towards, and monthly we have these meetings to check in and get progress updates and see how things are going with these other agencies and see how things are going with you guys. And of course, we get information during the visits, but this is just a visit. This is a meeting, so everyone is together and all voices are being heard, and we're checking in on the progress and just getting an update for you and for everyone in case, because we have visits, but it's hard to get everything in a visit. So these meetings are just so all the information is being shared.
Okay. And can you, something that I'm a little confused in is, what are natural supports?
Natural supports is anyone or anything. It could be your dog or your cat or your pets. It's anyone that is for you a support, whether it be negative or positive. It's whoever makes, friends, family, whoever's in your life that is not, your guardian or yourself, that can be there and support you through this, and just someone you could talk to, or someone that you lean on when you need to get away from everything. Whatever you define as your natural support is your natural support.
Can they be involved in the team meetings?
Yes, they can.
So what would they do?
They are there to support you if they had something to say, if they felt like they can speak up. They are just as, every role in a team meeting is just as important as the next. You are just as important as your grandmother would be. You're just as important as anyone else, and so is your natural supports. They have a voice. They're there to be a support for you and to say what they feel if they need to be.
Could they be somebody that I could use to help me with some of the things I need to do?
Yes. They could be anyone that helps you or supports you or makes you feel whoever. Your natural supports are just anyone in your life that you love and lean on, and whoever you define that as is fine, and they are welcome.
I guess, my whole thing is, you said something about negative supports being involved. My grandma is a great support for me. So is my neighbor. I really turn to her a lot. But the only person that I can think of that I really is negative to me is my mother. She's not very supportive, and she makes me angry, and she says very, very bad things to me. And you said about getting negative supports involved. Do we have to have her involved?
She does not have to be involved, no. It's just sometimes what other people might see as a negative support isn't always a negative support for you. And so it's important for us to be there and to help in whichever way we can. And if it is a negative support for you, that's fine. And if there ever came a time where you felt like you needed to sit down and have her there, then we could try that. We could try our best. If she wasn't about it, that's her choice, because she's her own human. But she does not have to be involved. That's completely your choice.
Okay. You think that could be something you guys could help me with? Because, sometimes I think that, she doesn't realize some of the things she says. But then there's times where I ask her to do stuff that, I think that could be maybe helpful with me getting some things done, and she doesn't do it.
Well, we can try our best to help. Our main goal is you and the people in this home and all of your mental and physical and emotional health. So we could try to get mom involved, we could try our best, but if she refused or she just didn't want to, then the only thing that we could do is try to help you in understanding why she is this way and why it's not your fault.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It does. Thank you.